Today, we're diving into the incredible life philosophy of the late Japanese billionaire and management guru, Inamori Kazuo. Now, this is the founder of Coursera, and, get this, he's also the man who miraculously saved Japan Airlines.
So, let's just jump right in with a question I think a lot of us can relate to, especially in this crazy, fast-paced world. Have you ever felt kind of empty, even when you have all the material comforts you could want? It makes you wonder, what are we really living for? Well, Inamori Kazuo had a really profound and honestly beautifully simple answer to that. He believed the ultimate purpose of our time here isn't about what we gain, but about who we become on the inside.
Think about it this way. When we leave this world, all the wealth, all the fame, it just stays behind. The only thing we actually take with us, it's our soul. So his whole philosophy was that the real goal is to leave this life with a soul that's purer, more noble, and just better than the one we started with.
Okay, that sounds like a beautiful idea, right? But how do you actually do that? How do you polish your soul while you're just living your everyday life? Well, Inamori actually boiled his whole approach down into two really powerful formulas that he believed could literally change anyone's destiny. All right, formula number one is all about your personality. It goes like this. Personality equals your innate character plus your philosophy. Now, you can't choose the character you're born with, right? That's a given. But, and this is the amazing part, you have total control over your philosophy. By that, he just meant the basic principles of being a good person. Be kind, don't be greedy, have integrity. So by choosing that philosophy, you're actively shaping who you are.
Now for the second formula. This one is all about the results you get in life. And it's results equal mindset times passion times ability. And you've got to pay close attention here because notice it's a multiplication equation. That's absolutely crucial. Every part matters, but one of these, well, one of them holds all the power.
So, look at it this way. Your ability and your passion, they're scored from 0 to 100. They're always positive, always pushing you forward. But your mindset, that's the wild card. It can go all the way from negative 100 up to positive 100. And that one single factor can change absolutely everything. Let's make this real. Imagine someone who is just incredibly talented, a 90 on ability, and has a burning passion, another 90. If their mindset is positive, say a plus 100, boom, they get a massive positive result of 810,000. But take that exact same person with the same talent and passion and give them a negative, selfish mindset, a minus 100. Just like that, their result becomes a hugely destructive negative 810,000. The lesson couldn't be clearer. It all starts with your mindset.
So how do we put all this into practice in our actual daily lives? For Inamori, the main place where we build that crucial mindset and polish our soul, it's not some faraway monastery. Nope, it's our workplace. He truly saw work as a noble form of spiritual practice. And to turn your job from just a chore into something truly meaningful, he laid out what he called the 6 perfections. And these aren't some vague ideals, they're daily practices. Diligence, work harder than anyone. Humility, be humble, don't get arrogant. Reflection, take a look at yourself every single day. Gratitude, be thankful just to be alive. Benevolence, act with kindness and help others. And finally, detachment, don't let your emotions or worries run the show.
And listen, this wasn't just some nice theory for him. This was literally the playbook for his entire life. He built 2 multi-billion-dollar companies from the ground up. And then, at 78 years old, he took over the CEO job at the bankrupt Japan Airlines, for no salary, mind you, and turned it around in less than 3 years, just by teaching this philosophy to everyone there.
Okay, let's zoom in on that 5th perfection for a second, benevolence, or altruism. This idea was so central to his entire worldview that he often used a simple but incredibly powerful story to explain it. It's called the parable of the long chopsticks. So picture this. In hell, there's this incredible feast with delicious food. But there's a catch. Everyone has these giant, super long chopsticks, way too long to get the food to their own mouths. And because they're all selfishly trying to feed themselves, they just fumble, drop the food, and in the middle of all that abundance, everyone starves. Now let's go to heaven. The scene is identical. Same room, same amazing food, same ridiculously long chopsticks. But here, the people make one simple choice differently. They use their long chopsticks to feed the person sitting across from them. And because everyone is focused on feeding someone else, everyone gets to eat. The whole place is just full and happy. The point of the story is crystal clear, isn't it? Our own fulfillment is completely tied to helping others. Inamori believed this was the absolute root of business and of life. The purer your motive is, whether it's serving customers or supporting your community, the more sustainable and real your success is going to be. All right, for our final piece here, let's pull the lens back a bit and see how all of these ideas connect to what Inamori saw as a kind of greater cosmic order, what he called living in flow with the universe. He taught that our lives are basically shaped by two huge invisible forces. First, there's fate. You can think of this as the hand you're dealt at birth, your starting point. And second, there's the law of karma, which is really just the law of cause and effect.
But here is the most powerful, most empowering part of his entire philosophy. He believed that the law of karma is stronger than fate. What does that mean? It means your starting point doesn't define your destination. The choices you make, the thoughts you think, the actions you take, they can literally reshape the path that fate might have set out for you.
So every good thought you have, every kind thing you do, all that hard work you put in today, it's like you're planting seeds for your future. You are literally creating tomorrow's reality right now. And when you live with that kind of integrity and altruism, you're not just doing good things, you're aligning yourself with the natural flow of the universe itself. So that leaves us all with a pretty powerful question to think about, doesn't it? If every single thought and action is a seed for your future, what exactly are you planting today? Thanks so much for joining us for this explainer.